Hola, me llamo Julia Moss. My name is Julie Moss and I'm here in Kona, Hawaii. I'm part of Team Hoka at the 2017 Ironman. And I'm best known for my finish in 1982, where I was leading the women's race up until the last quarter mile and I fell 4 times and finally had to crawl to the finish line. The woman in first place passed me right as I was starting to crawl, and I finished 29 seconds behind her. I was very disappointed to not win the race, but what I realized about that first Ironman was that when you find the drive and the will and the perseverance to get to the finish line, even if you have to crawl, you are a champion. You're a champion for yourself, and your world changes when you push your limits and reach the finish line. So here I am in Kona, and I just competed in the 2017 Ironman. And it was my 35th anniversary of being on this island, and sadly, I did not reach the goal that I trained for. I came back to Kona to race the Ironman, to swim, bike, and run to the best of my ability. I trained for 1.5 years specifically to come here to know the feeling of racing. As a 58-year-old woman, to pursue personal excellence in the swim, the bike, and the run. The swim went according to plan, about 1 hour and 3 minutes. The bike, not according to plan. We all have our challenges, and mine came very early in the bike, maybe 10 miles into the bike, and I had a problem with my back that I couldn't have foreseen. And I can handle pain, but the back then started creating a situation in my body that I could also not have foreseen. My legs started cramping, and the discussion I had with myself, maybe at mile 80 on the bike, was, what did you train for? I trained to race. And can I race a marathon? No. I can walk a marathon, maybe even I can jog a little, but I had been so specific with my goal to come here to race that I made a decision not to start the marathon. This year was not about finishing. It was not about proving to everyone that I have what it takes to finish no matter what. This year, I allowed myself to be a racer, to go for my own personal goals. And as difficult as it was, I knew that starting the marathon, I would not be able to stop, and it would not serve the goal that I had in mind. Now, if you're a first-time Ironman, boy, I will drag you out there and walk with you every step of the way to make sure you get to the finish line of your very first Ironman. But for me, I allowed myself the privilege of being an athlete, an excellent athlete this year. And my Hoka team was behind me, pursuing excellence. I had a wonderful qualification race leading up to Kona in Texas. I won my age group by 11 minutes and went 10:46. That was back in April, and I'm a whole nother athlete now. So I thought, okay, I can come to Kona. I can shoot for that 11-hour mark. Okay, but just between you and I wanted to go as fast as I went in 1982. 11 hours, 10 minutes, and 9 seconds. That was the goal. And when the clock had slipped past, it wasn't going to happen, I thought, okay, I did my best. So my advice is find really big dreams. I'm known for just sort of making the impossible happen. Just when I'm on the ground, I crawl in 1982. Now, I'm shooting for really big goals. And sometimes you'll hit them, and sometimes you'll miss, but it's the journey, and it's getting up every day with a goal in mind that makes you feel alive, and you push yourself every day. The end result is the end result. But my whole life has been so changed by this goal this year. It's been a pleasure to be here, to be supported by Hoka, to watch the amazing athletes who fought their demons and got to the finish line. I know what that's like. And for my new friends out there at Trimas, I want to tell you, thank you for being triathletes. Thank you for living a healthy lifestyle. Thank you for supporting a sport that means so much to me, and I will be out there racing next year. I think the half iron distance is the one I want. The World Championships in South Africa. That's where I hope to be in September 2018. And until then, muchas gracias and aloha.